Welcome back, best of the best practitioners of light and love, who are the most ethical, because, ladies and gentlemen, all sentience above and in between, because we reciprocate our very best equally and always. Alright, now that we have defined each other, we're going to use the Shaman Tarot and, again, Ancestral Path Tarot. I received wording. Oh, angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, our chakras, our auras of space. Well, you know, my crew. And that of our children. Thank you so very much. So, who else do we welcome? Of course, the ancestors of the like, cosmic families of the like, ascended masters of the like, elementals of the like, because we're going to need to get to the nitty-gritty and grounded. That's the topic for this moment. It is 6:27 p.m. Welcome, early evening. Sunday early evening? I'm still working on my dinner, or my dinner. It's a lot, but it's good. We tried a different curry, and it works. It works. So, what did we want to say? Okay, I just got notice. I just got notice that I'm being written out of a will. Now, I don't get into a whole, like, money matters, this and that, especially when it comes to the in-laws. However, life has become very much complex. Okay, the healthier decisions that I make for me and my children, the more complex it becomes. And Spirit's like, you know what? You can rise to the occasion. You're well cut out for the jobs that you're built to last, Tina. Okay, so. Just consider this something that, you just need to face. And just because you have the normality of behaving a certain way, or, like your priorities don't include what they should actually include on a norm, like you got to be flexible with all of this. Got to make sense out of this. After being married for over 10 years, well, how long was that? Over 13 years, but, no, wait. Okay. We have been married for, when did I put in the thing? Was it 2021 or 2020? 2021, so it was like, over 15 years? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Married for over 15 years. I don't know why the calculation was like 13 years or whatever, because of separation or whatever. No, but I think it's like 15 years. That's separated. And, I mean, we've been together since I was 20 years old, so, putting up with all that BS, it's got to account for something. And even though I don't look at money like that, I have to realize, like, why do I have to struggle even more when I'm making healthier decisions? Because this is obviously the best one when it comes to just looking at our children alone. So, why would I forego the opportunity of something that was written up for me as a mother to shared children, knowing how my mother-in-law was and my father-in-law? You know what I mean? I know their character. There's no way that they would oust me out of something that is there's no way. Considering their character, considering my, how much I was involved, there's no way. So I never really thought about it until I was given notice that I was being written out of a will. And this is through my peers. This is not something that, of course, my ex would divulge to me. But it's coming through. And I was like, nobody's passing away. Like, nobody's passed away. My mother-in-law has fought this dementia thing for quite a while. So it's not like I'm like doing a countdown in her passing. But it's like, why would I forego something that is gifted to me as a mother to their grandchildren? You know what I mean? Why would I allow my ex, who is a drunkaholic, doing some other drugs as well, doing his kids harm, even at a distance, even on a multiple levels, why would I let him pocket that money? Why would I let him pocket those resources? Like, I am working so hard to figure this stuff out. And why would I let that go? Why would I just like shrug it off? This whole time that he's been defensive over it, like, I didn't know where it was coming from, but I realized the more defensive somebody is on something that you are not even putting on the table as a topic to fight about, you realize they're trying to cover up something. And when I realized that he was saying that our kids are going to get, a good chunk of a sum of money, but that he was going to get even more than that, that's not right. I know for a fact my in-laws would always want to give more to the children, if not equal to that of their parents. So that tells me right there, the ratio, if his sum is greater than the grandchildren's, that means a portion of that was meant to go to me. And there's still some flexibility in the fact that they might let go, they might rewrite the will to go to another, like a good cause, because I'm no longer legally bound to them. I mean, technically I still am, because we're still going through the processes. But there's something about this that is not right. And like, I didn't give it much weight to like the news that was coming in on my way, the notices, because it's like, I don't know, I'm accustomed to earning my paychecks. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really give any thought to it. So, but when I started looking back at the puzzle pieces, his character, his behaviors, especially now, like, he hasn't seen our oldest son in 2 months. He hasn't made any effort until just like 1 or 2 days ago. And kind of like romanced him through taking him out to eat and buying, like, going to a plant shop, this and that, just and then sweetening it up with a sob story, kind of like softening, just like all of these distractions, right? That would cloud the fact, and along with my ex-friend, but his friend still, eloping, and after knowing somebody for a few months, and she's a drunkaholic and a rager and all of that, and so pointing all of this, like, the storyline that she's like so much, so bad, to distract her from the fact that, of his misdoings. So, like, all of these things, like, all these distractions, just kind of like, okay, like, I think I got my bases covered, like, Tina's trying to take away the house from me. Tina's trying to take my whole life away from me. Now she's trying to steal, that kind of thing. And it's like, with as hard as I'm working, with hundreds of applications put out, and I'm still, like, people are still toying with my money. When it comes to, like, employment, why would I not you know, why would I let somebody do that to me, you know? So I just want to know, Spirit, like, is this all just like storyline? Like, can you please set me straight? Like, what's the real deal on all of this? Like, I don't know what to say about it. Like, is this for real? Like, because in order for this to happen, to be written out of the will, it would have to be something involving the executor, which is the person that used to do our taxes, which is very, like, family oriented as well. Well, not family oriented, but, you know, like, I guess on the outskirts she is. On the gestures of life she is. But she's very much considered family in blood. So she's the executor. Okay. And so I've seen her play dirty when it came to, like, the last tax returns. Not this past one, but the year before. Like, just me asking for that. She treated it as though I was harassing her when she was just blowing me off. It was just records. And I know how quick she is and how organized she is. She put me off. And so my follow-ups were considered harassing her. And that's how I knew, like, dude, this is a no-brainer. You should be non-biased to this, but now you're taking sides. Because, what was it? She's, like, morbidly obese, right? Okay, this is the only reason why I'm mentioning this is because the money that she took or earned, okay, from certain proceedings, she used to get, like, I think some kind of surgery for that, you know. And she's never been able to afford it before. So in order to cover up her tracks, she had to, like, sweeten up the, you know, make the kids kind of happy, whoever was kind of getting in her business. And so, like, I know that there's an unethical part to her, that she'll do whatever she needs to do just for people to lay off and make things easier on herself. And so, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to, like, cave into this whole storyline, you know. I want to know what's the truth. I want to know what I'm working with and, like, what, you know, with people who are fighting that hard when, like, it's kind of, like, it's just, like, a non-issue to me. Well, maybe it should be an issue to me. So, Spirit, you tell me. You tell me what's up, and I will follow through, okay? So, can you just clarify what is going on with all of this? Okay, I'm told to use the Ancestral Path Tarot, right? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Being that this executor is Catholic, highly religious, I was figuring the only way that she would, you know, consider not doing this is if she had the potentiality for jail time on it, or she got a very strong, unique message or a trail of messages from my father-in-law and my mother-in-law, who is, you know, in passing. So, I don't know. I mean, like, I know I'm built for extreme wealth. Like, I could do it on my own. But right now, it's become, like, a real struggle. For real. Like, I want to do what I'm doing right now and monetize off of it, okay? That's what I want to do, base level, okay? And then work from there. But I also know that there's a reality in having to maintain certain bills, and, like, I can earn a regular paycheck and have a full-time job. So why can't I do that in the interim? I want to be able to say that I have a full-time job and that I have a title and that I've maintained it for X amount of years without somebody sexually harassing me or, like, effing with me energetically, which is basically what has gone on. And it's like, I don't know, dude. So, Spirit, you tell me what's up, how to follow through. I'm trying to figure things out. I know I help a lot of people, and there's only so much that people can show up for or feel that they're able to show up for in supporting me. But just trying to figure things out so that I'm not relinquishing anything that is rightfully mine. You know, why would I shoulder on any more trials than, you know, what's, like, why would I shoulder on any more trials than what's already, like, existing? Like, I don't know. Like, just tell me, Spirit. Like, I can deal with it. Like, it's cool. If none of it is mine, then that's cool. But I want to make sure that nobody's being shorted, especially the kids, because it's like, when I'm being shorted, it's also shorting the kids, because it's like, I'm just trying to, like, figure out, like, our oldest kid's birthday was just passed, like, a month or two ago, and I left the birthday decorations up so that I could buy him the pair of shoes that he wanted, because he's still living off of the ones that he's had for a year and a half, his single pair of shoes. So I wanted to buy him something that he wanted without him feeling bad that I won't have enough money. Then my birthday came just about last week. We still had those decorations up, and it's like, you know, why would you make someone, like, it's hard enough coming up with the money to do that, but it's even more difficult, more complex of a challenge to make someone not feel bad about wanting something that you can come up with the money for, especially when it's very fitting, like freaking birthday, or having to wear the same pair of shoes. Like, he's only had, like, the other pair of shoes that he has are like cheapy flip-flops. Do you understand? Like, that's so, like, why put myself in a continuous position when, you know, like, what? Just, okay. Again, Spirit, if, like, none of that's mine, then that's cool. It's cool. I can just drop that. But if it is, I need to know before the trial in July. I need to know, like, what are the factors. So this opened up to the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so it's about starting a new chapter. Okay, because this is a cover card. It's inverted. It's having all of the resources. It's depicting all four suits: swords, pentacles, cups, wands, in different variations of it, like, you know, different customs, different on all four corners. These are reps. Okay, so it opened up, like, behind the Ace of Wands in reverse is the Four of Pentacles. So this is about a new start, like, kind of like tapping the wand to the cover card, like the new start, the ancestral backing behind it. And it's pointing to, like, the roots of the Four of Wands, which is home and hearth. It's So we have someone here kind of like, I don't know, dude, like, Spirit, like, just tell me, like, I'm okay with it. It's fine. But it's something about... Okay. This is Egyptian energy tapping into there. So it's cueing. It's literally right over that, you know? It's cueing that. It's connecting that to there. So if that's inverted and that's accentuated, it's receipt. No, it says that I'm supposed to receive something. Because, like, look at this, okay. This is the left hand, okay, receipt. It's tapping into here, like divine right, touching into that, connecting the dot to that, which is still even the receptive side of the ancestral path tarot. And behind that, being the Four of Wands, I mean, look at that. We got this person here, this young prince, who's talking to kind of a female figure. And she's, like, listening to him, like, what he has to say, right? And when I see that, it's almost like this lady is bored of it. I don't know. Like, there's something about this. Like, those look like eggplants, right? So it's like kind of like big D energy, which is something that, like, my ex always, like, prided himself in. It was like, that's how he marketed himself, you know? And, like, I could give a shit, you know? But, like, as part of when you're, like, dating someone, you kind of have to boost their ego. So it's like, if that's what he's proud of, then let him be proud of that, and let him, like, you know, let him be proud of that. But that's I don't know. There's something about that where it's like his manhood is no more than his actual manhood. You know what I mean? So there's something about it, like, they're talking about stuff that, I don't know. Okay, so what's behind that? Seven of Wands in reverse. So there's something about a humbling here, like, okay, and behind that, Ace of Pentacles. Humbling, something about being gifted pocketed money. Seven of Cups in reverse, kind of like a no-brainer, like, I don't know, like, this is really weird. It's I guess I'm trying not to be so, like, I'm just trying to read the cards. Like, I just want to read the cards. I don't want to, like, see how things fit into this or that. Like, I just want to read the card, Spirit. So, like, I don't know if I understand it all. Pentacles, Seven of... Okay, well, just have them reappear if that's correct again. I don't know. Seven of Wands. You don't have to be so defensive. You're owed something. And Jesus will see it through. That's the only option to go. You know, to give that true pentacle. But something about somebody being humbled. Regardless of whatever plans are being made. It's like out in the open, like shameless. Like, and so behind the King of Cups is the Queen of Cups. Yeah, Spirit is like my front man. Because I'm already carrying a huge load right there. You know, like, you see? Queen of Cups, then the Ten of Wands. Like, I'm doing it for the two kids that we have, you know? See? It's right behind that. There's a shit ton of responsibilities. And I'm still going at it. I'm trying not to fight it, like fight anybody. But communications needs to happen. You know, like, I have several points to make that they're totally valid. See? Queen of Wands is marking that. Two of Cups and Five of Swords. The High Priestess. Okay, so, you know what? I'm going to get the first two cards out, okay? No, I'll just get these two, okay? And see what else do you want to say about this, Spirit? Like, I just want to be very careful that I'm not reading things like incorrectly, that I'm, I just, for things like this important, like, there wouldn't be so much argument on it, especially if I didn't initiate it, if it wasn't something that was like something ill going down. So, what do you want to say about it, Spirit? Okay. So, inverted is 8 of Pentacles. Okay. It opened up to the Hermit card, accentuated. This whole series of cards. So 9 of Cups accentuated, 9 of Swords accentuated, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, 10 of Staves, and the World card muted or inverted. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. You know why? It's like, just keep working out what you need to do, Tina. Like, keep working at it. Like, you're just getting better and better and better, okay? You are going through the dark night of the soul, okay? This is your regular status as it has been, okay? You're almost like it's blind leading the blind, okay? So you're tapping the surface like as you're walking, like trying to feel it out through like making a point, like just trying to feel out the ground. Like, is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? And so with that, you're still doing that, but you keep your head held high. That's how like adept you are, because someone who is just recently blind, they're like kind of like they're still faced towards whatever it is that they're trying to feel out. But if you're adept in something and like you've been blind for a while, or like holding strong, holding confidence, you can have your chin up, okay? And you're just feeling out the surface. You are actually channeling more per your feelers. You're giving more weight to that than like the loss, the concept of loss on sight. So, your modified behaviors. So the Hermit mode, fully accentuated, as well as the 9 of Cups. So, and the 9 of Swords. So this is about your passionate pursuits, Tina. This is master number 99. This is a master performer. This is a master. So it's staying up and being passionate about what truly makes you happy, what brings fulfillment. Because like what you enjoy in, like authentically, is so pure. Like the whole society, like all your circles approve of it. They feel it. They understand it. They partake in that same energy. They want it to unfold like a flower, So everyone's in sync, in tune with that vibe. Like, even in their own lives. So, master number 99 there. And then, so that's accentuated. So just keep working at it, because that's what's coming out of it. And personally speaking, personal trainer, we have King of Cups right there. I'm also taking care of myself. So this is like divine union, within like, it's like sacred celibacy, basically. This is, I'm cared for by the ultimate divine. Like, I don't need to worry about all that stuff. Like, all I need to focus on are the responsibilities. And even though, like, it's a heavy weight, they're also saying that I'm a heavy hitter, too. Like, this is someone that's very adept. Like, there's no pain in her face. Like, she's carrying the load as well as one child, but then there's also another child to help that's older. Helping bring it home. And she's one of many subsets representatives here. That's part of this, like, civilized community right here. You see? That's a modern building. So, like, even though it's an added weight, we don't have to pretend like we're not going through, like, that everything is, like, absolutely okay with all of that. Like, if there's some realm, some resources that can make it easier, then we're all for it. Like, because honestly, the face on this older child is not, like, at ease, and neither is the younger child's, if you really look at them. We're just trying to, like, figure out how to make it work. The older child is not even dressed. Like, dude, come on. So it's making the best out of the situation, like our personal situation, and closing out cycles. You know, this is a high priority. These are high ticket items, basically. So any part of the world that you live on, anywhere that you come from, this is integral. This is super duper important. So, you know, like, we're doing what's right. This is all good. That's what Spirit has to say to us when it comes to this stuff. Like, okay. Okay. Let's put it right there. Okay. Is there anything that you want to say about, okay, are we talking about the other stuff too? Is there anything that you have to say about the executor and their decision making? Is there a word of caution, Spirit? I mean, I don't even know if, like, but I don't know. Like, is there anything else that you want to say? Just let's leave it open-ended, because I don't want it to be an implication of that being true unless you told me for sure. Like, you have to, I want to be correct. And I want to be accurate in the delivery of, like, the truth. And sometimes you have to, like, let go and let things unfold, you know? So, that's the truth of that. Okay. So what fell is on my, like, it fell upright on my right leg. Is the Magician card and then the Five of Swords upright. Okay. On my doing side, you know what? There's warring. And it's not going to feel so good, but I'm going to be the victor in it. Like, it's setting things down. Like, it's commanding space. Spirit says, the way that is, like, I think we reserve the right lawfully to look at the will. Look at the original will. I think that's what they're saying. Like, I hold the right to, or reserve the right to, I warrant, basically, to look at the original will and see if anything has been forged or rewritten. There's a fight coming. Like, I have to be ready for that. This is something like someone trying to do one-ups. Like, I'm hearing pull up on you and like a one-up, like kind of like a drive-by, like trying to make it like quick, fast, and like a getaway. So much so that, like, they stay in their vehicle and they commit, like, basically murder from there. So it's but they're saying that I'm the victor in this, because these are two different swords. Okay, so it's saying that I'm basically confiscating their sword. Right? Okay, let's get clarification on that, Spirit. I mean, that was on my doing side. Oh my gosh, for real. This is, you know how I know 100%? Look at the sword on the Magician's desk table. It's the same one as here. I'm like, which one is his then? it's the same as carryover. So I have confiscated, basically Goliath's sword. That's crazy. Actually, this person is carrying 3 swords. So it could be the executor, my ex, and mine. That's crazy. I couldn't tell until I saw what he was holding, and it's attached to that one right there. And those 2 are alike. Do you see that? There's tassels coming off of that, tassels coming off of that one. So it definitely is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just requesting them, and then in the eyes of the law having to provide the original one, as well as possible modified one, it's going to put them in their place. Especially if it's forged. That means jail. That's an accomplice to, to illegal activities. But at the very minimum, we're not creating stories here, okay? So at the very bare minimum, I have the right to see the original will. Not a copy of it. The one with the wet signature. Being the mother of the kids, yeah. I do. So, oh my goodness, okay. So we have Temperance, accentuated, opening up to the Princess of Cups. So, this is about giving. There's a lot that fell over here, but we'll do it. Okay. So the Princess of Cups. Okay. So just give yourself some love. Manifest as you normally do. This is like a hedge witch. Moon. Doing your own domestic activities and accentuating the realm of temperance, because when you master yourself, master what happens within your locality, you can easily master what quenches the beast's thirst elsewhere. You know what I mean? That's what it's saying. You understand what makes them tick. You understand what consumes them and what they consume them. You know what I mean? That's. So just keep doing what you're doing, Tina. Magic like no other. Only a few know how to do this. Okay, so what fell on my toes? The Chariot in reverse, 5 of Wands, 8 of Wands in reverse, and then 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So basically just chill, just this is a stopping point, because of course there's going to be conflicts. You recognize that there's conflicts. If there's Titanic, if you see an iceberg up ahead, hold up. Mm-hmm. You don't need to say anything further, Tina. Okay, let things unfold, because there's a reaping. What do they call it? The purge. That's what's happening here. So what's above, or what also fell without touching my feet? Oh my gosh. I'm the same underneath it, but without touching my toes, is Justice. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Justice accentuated, Ace of Swords accentuated, and 2 of Wands inverted. Tina, you know yourself. Keep knowing yourself. Keep getting to know yourself. Date yourself. Make up for lost time. We're not worried about the whole love aspect, and it would be nice to date someone. It would be nice to just even get to know someone, but it could be a shared process of getting to know self without getting fully immersed in BS energy. But at the same time, I could do it on my own. It's cool. It's fine. But keep getting to know yourself. Do not lose time in the thoughts of oh, he never took me out doing this, especially on our anniversary, or nothing was ever really special. You sat for too long in accepting the bare minimum, Tina. You didn't know that you deserve more. You didn't realize your worth, and it kind of just showed. It's a learning process. It was so controlling. I wasn't able to make friends. You know, and so like, how would I know the difference between here and there? You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, get to know yourself, Tina, like full through and through, like it's justice, like, and the sword separate. Do you see what that means? Like, for the truth, it's like when you get into a toxic job and like people are kind of against you because they feel threatened or whatever, you just focus on the work. You just really fully focus on the work. That's it. Because the work will speak for itself. Whether or not somebody forged their name on it or whatever, the work speaks for itself in a way that, especially in the way it's executed, they know that it didn't come from like those externals. It came from your unique imprint. And that's when, dude, the job that I left November of last year, well, I don't know if it's like kind of a mutual thing because of what had happened, but dude, people know that anybody who had tried to copy my work or put their name on it or whatever, brand it as their own, they know. They know it was like, that's my blueprint, that's mine. They know it. And so like they were shamed because they got found out. You know what I mean? Like, people don't have to talk about it, but people will know, like, that's incorrect. So anyway, the truth will speak for itself. Like, Tina, like, justice is, like, coming in full pronounced. The fullest that you could ever imagine, especially with, like, you don't even have to touch a sword, Tina. It's like a charcuterie board here, right in front of you, okay? You don't have to touch it. You don't have to get your hands dirty. None of that, okay? But just focus on what goes on it, okay? Focus on just believing in this. Because that's what you're owed. Honestly, bottom line, that's what you're owed. And so, for Spirit to, like, bottom line that, to underline it, bold it, like, it deserves its own picture, Tina. The truth will speak for itself. They'll see the sword, and they'll see that yours is clean. But yeah. And you will be sized up perfectly, Tina. Perfectly. Impeccably clean. You see? The dude is not there anymore. I'm seeing a white sail on the boat. Mm-hmm. So the last one that fell out, like the furthest, like off, half on a tile, half on carpet, is face down, but Prince of Swords in reverse. So Knight of Swords in reverse. Very focused energy as far as what's being received. So when it comes to divine intervention and things being divinely timed, Tina, like, you can rest assured. Like, you don't have to worry about somebody concealing the truth or masking it or twisting it or whatever, okay? You don't have to give one shit about that, okay? That's a clear emphasis. So, just realize that energy is being reflected back onto them. Gaslighting, breadcrumbing, whatever. This is very focused energy, and my team is on it. You know, I have recruited guides and ancestors from, like, I've recruited others from those who have done wrong to me. I've recruited some of those members onto my team. Because we're still partially for those individuals that did us wrong. But this is the only way to really go about it in correcting things. So, as far as being like the recruitment officer, assisting with that process, that, you know, when Spirit upgraded me and promoted me from, project manager to, like, basically part of HR in the recruitment process, dude, it's all coming together now. Thank you. I didn't see it until, like, now, just this very moment, interpreting this card. But like it's kind of like Queen of Swords energy, like, you know, Kung Fu, like, you know, after they stretch or do whatever, it's like, you know, like, come here, you know. But it's not really like inviting bullshit energy. It's like trying to calm it down. Do you see the hand is over it? Like holding command over it, like, you know. There's a clear difference in all of that. So that came in reverse. Bottom of the deck is Seven of Cups in reverse. So, this could mean, like, you know, options, right? Dream state, what do you call it? Ruminating, you know, the decision-making process where one can become indecisive. Here, in reversal, it's like you're narrowed down to one option. This is like the best decision that you can make. Just keep on making those best decisions, which is what you're doing right now, Tina. This is like the Doctor Who know-it-all of, like, what to do. Coming up, looking at all of the solutions that all the moves that you could possibly make. This is the one that hits a nail on the head. This is it. It's like, that's a nail on the head. Look at it. Look at it. Is that correct, Jesus? King of Cups? Is that correct? So it's like, well, I'm just checking the work. You know, like how teachers go around in elementary school or high school or whatever. They're walking around the classroom, seeing if you did your work, seeing if you did all the pages, did it, whatever. They're eyeing that. Like, that looks right. Yeah. It's shelving the others, okay? I'm just looking at that one right there. That's right. Let me see what's underneath it. I don't want to speak for you, Jesus, unless that's 100% true, because you have a poker face. You have a poker face here. But she has full confidence in this. Like, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, no lack mindset. So, yeah. What this looks like to me, honestly, is like Spirit's like, I mean, Jesus is saying that's correct, because look at it. That's 5 of Pentacles. There's no lack mindset here. You know, when you look at your options and you're narrowed down to one, you would normally think like, oh, that's like kind of scarcity. That would drive you to scarcity mindset. Like, this is my only option, so what else can I do? Like, I'm doomed to that. You know, that would be 5 of Pentacles upright. But here, it's in reversal. Like, you know, what is it? Can't do without that. No, I can't do without that. Something. Can't. I'm hearing love will never do without you. I don't know why, but I can't go for that. No, is it? I can't go for that. Love will never do without you. Okay. But looking at that, the shape of it, it's almost like, you know, when you're doing like molds of whatever, like chocolate or soaps or whatever, when you turn it upside down, it's kind of like it's that shape, kind of, right? You're putting it down like that. So it's something about like what this cup holds, looking at it, is correct. You know, it's something like if you take it out of the cup and just look at the inside, it's kind of like looking at that. The cup is full. It's half full is what it's saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, let me see what's beneath that. Prince of Wands. So, Knight of Wands. Is it Knight of Wands? I actually think it's, what you call it? Page of Wands in reverse. So it's tying up loose ends. Yeah, this is the time to, like, finish up some things. Like, oh, I'm just about to get to my, sewing machine to, like, hem some jeans. And, you know, just tie up some loose ends. Like, it's so, like, really, just, seriously. Like, just, it's kind of like the big red bow of, like, a minimalist. Tying up loose ends, for sure. 7 of Swords. So, like, that takeaway is like a steal. That's like a home run. Like, seriously. You're winning it. Let me just verify. Let me verify, Spirit, okay? The Tower moment. Yeah, these are chief decisions. They're not always the prettiest, you know. But it's so powerful. We have the Phoenix energy right there. Do you see that? The Beak? That's the Phoenix energy right there. That's ancestral, honestly. Because the Phoenix rises from the ashes, right? But, like, lightning doesn't rise from the bottom, really. It projects from, like, the upper parts, celestials. So this is very much divinely orchestrated. This is ancestral. Oh my gosh. Something's in that hum, like strike for sure. But this is this is chief level decisions. The Star card. And Death. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So this is going to be a hallmark, like one of like the biggest events ever that's going to happen in my life. One of the biggest. So, you know, do what you're doing, Tina. Have like strong belief in that. Like, have true conviction over it. Because if you're going to help others down the road that are, you know, have strikingly similar events occur in their lives energetically, the details could be like shifted or whatever, but like having striking similarities to what they're going through, then you have to understand the feels of the situation and the actual like what you're working with here, and so to understand the resources, both like flatlined as well as live, the people that are behind it. I'm hearing a very light ringing in my. It's very, very, very high pitched and like 7:18 on the clock. You know, this is resource in itself. I'm just adding to the archive of, you know, tools that will help others get through theirs. Like it does feel like it sucks. 7:18. But you know, it's just. It's not all for nothing, okay? That's what they're saying. Top of the deck, 3 of Swords. The heartbreak is it's not all for nothing, okay? So, the crazy thing is, you remember the blue tassels? It's all related to this energy here. The person that has got to go. It's a bye, Felicia, you know? So that area of like deceit where somebody wants to one up. Sometimes the solution is not really like, it's maybe just like, you know what? Sometimes you cut your losses too, Tina. You know, like maybe it's just not worth it. Any fight that this person has to bring to the table, like, let them carry off on their own. Tower's coming for sure. And so, you know, I like the decision. I love myself and my kids for supporting me in making these decisions. So there. Okay, so we're going to cut into the deck. 4 of Wands, for sure. So it leads back to there. Now, in talking about that, and letting somebody leave, you know, there's, new beneficiaries here. You know, it's like, I mean, we could say this is big D energy too, but it's more like, if you really look at these things now, it's like grouped asparagus, right? It's just like, I don't know. And I see Brussels sprouts right here on the bottom. What the frick? So it's like, it's greens. Okay, one more time, Spirit. Alright, let's look what's underneath that. What do you want to say about that? Two of Pentacles. Achieved balance. Mama Bear. Mama Bear technology here. So, yeah. Talking about the new princes. The new beneficiaries. Like, if it is rewritten in its most positive aspect, and not to go to me, whatever is due to me, I want it to go to the kids. Like, it must go to the kids. And so, you know, like, that's what I would hope for. There's something about energetic outlets here. See? Like where you fit plugs in. You see? I don't know if you see it, but there's... You see? It's like you put your plug in it. So... Yes. Yes. Remember we saw the Phoenix energy? How that was coming in from the ancestors? All that energy, that electricity... going to be plugged in here. Yep. Whatever it is, we're going to be okay. That's so good. Okay. I found my original thingies. So, we're going to do Bananagrams and drink some water. What else should we gather from here, Spirit? Oh, tumbled on over. It's a K. All right. POHREGIDAINTUVDRSEIDIU. I see Raiders. Oh, you know what? Raiders of the Lost Ark. Is that right? Did I see that? I don't know. Raiders. Oops. Of the Lost Ark. Is that what it's called? Oh my gosh. I feel like that's correct. Anyway, my clear nail polish fell down. Drain. Grains. So, dope. Dork. Ghost. You know what? I feel like there's something from that. Okay. Train. I see Naruto. 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 Okay. I don't know what Naruto is about though. I feel like it's strong here. I don't know why. Okay. Vedder. Like Eddie Vedder. We also have Vader. Proud. Aww. Our ancestors were saying that they're proud of us. Holy smokes. Rider? Riders of the Storm. What? Riders on... I don't know. Okay, hold on. Darken? Adrian. First time I've seen Adrian here. Ari. Dory. Darius. Darren. Diane. Garrett. Harry. Vin. Irene. Iris. I feel like Iris is something that we need to work with too. Like the flower magic. Iris, what is it? Brussels sprouts. And, asparagus. Corey. Kane. Victor. But this is with a K. Regardless, I think that it applies. Dave. David. Sadie. Perry. Perrins. Garrison. Harrison. Yeah, for real, Harrison Ford. Yeah, I don't know why I have that. So it could be, what's his name? George Harrison? But also Harrison Ford. Eddie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Eddie Vedder. There's something big, like, that's his spirit is here. Eddie Vedder, for sure. I'm supposed to get something from him. I don't really know his music. I think he's Pearl Jam, right? Kairos? Kai. I have to look up what that means. Give me a second. That is crazy. Look up what Kairos means. Holy smokes, I gotta put that down. That's, like, a Hallmark moment, like we were just talking about. Like, dude, I didn't even know what that freaking meant. But it's, like, a very, like, it's a huge turning point. Like, what the frick is going on? This is crazy. Okay, so we have Tina, Trina, this is crazy. Gina, Gideon. What? There's something in a Beatles song that mentions like Gideon. Okay, I have to write that down. I remember specifically like Paul McCartney saying something about it. But I have to look that up. I don't remember. It's something like Gideon's book. Something. I didn't remember. It's like it's at the very edge. We have Edge. Yeah, there's something about that here. Rui. Dre. Andre, like Andre 3000. Putin. Pure. Something pure intentions. If you're only playing games, I just have to say. What is that? It's by Paula Abdul. Something about pure intentions. If you're only playing games, I'll just have to say, yeah, something about that. Yeah. Eden. The Garden of Eden. Or, what is that song? Mount Eden. I forget what that song is called. It's Mount Eden. That's I didn't know that's what that is. We have Odin. Tara, Tori, Terry, Teresa, Sigil. No, there's no L here. Vishnu. Yeah, we have Lord Vishnu again here. This is, oh my gosh. Thank you, Lord Vishnu. So crazy. It's like the third, like momentous occasion for sure. What's happening is going to be so crazy. Good. Yeah. Dirt. I'm hearing Marilyn Manson, Nobody's. I'm just dirt. I just heard something. Nobody's. Marilyn Manson. Okay. What is that song? Hold on, I gotta look this up because I gotta figure. Crit, Krit. I was hearing like, I don't know, The Buzz, by Hermitude, but it featured Krit, and we have that here. So I really feel like it's important. There's something about that. There's like because I remember the music video for that particular one, and it's very much like every time I see it, I always get the chills, and it's always from different contexts. Like, so it's like always like reappearing, like this vision stuff. And I even got like a little, like the first 6 minutes of Tin Man, just to visit it, but I'm going to watch it with the kids. So, I found it on YouTube. And oh my gosh, that was crazy. Like the visions, like it's very much like the flashing is very much like that music video. So like, dude, like I don't even remember Tin Man, but like just the first 5 minutes of it, like I was like locked in. But I have to exhibit some discipline, because I want to watch it with the kids. I know that we would all enjoy it. So okay, Grit also. Yeah, Grit. You know, following the path, especially within these estates, is like, it's insane. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane as far as it's gonna take grit, like, just a different kind. Rudd. Paul Rudd? Why do we have R-U-D-D here? Huh. Why do we have Paul Rudd here? I know he was like an Ant-Man. I believe Paul Rudd was an Ant-Man. He's in a lot of like the classic, you know, B-list movies or something. You know, like the independent films. So I can't even find the pen. I'll just use another pen. Okay. Oh, it's in my lap. Holy smokes! What the frick? Okay, Paul Rudd. Interesting. He wasn't Ant-Man. He was the other guy, though. I'm pretty sure. I remember seeing his face. But anyway, I'm supposed to channel some of his works, like whatever he was involved in. Red. Let me just see if it goes anywhere else before I... No, that's where it goes. Vishnu, we have Up. Eden, let me just make sure. ID, Kairos. I already forgot what Kairos means. Oh, ID, yeah. ID goes in 3 different places, and it could be shared with Crit, Kairos, or Vishnu. And I feel like it has to go with Kairos. I mean, like, Vishnu is, like, so profoundly, like, large in as it, like, an identifying force that, like, dude, like, seriously, all the things that we divined so far, insane. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, but that is truly freaking amazing. So Vishnu, like, already, like, has it going on, you know, basically. So, yeah, okay. So now that this reading is officially, I guess I'll show it to you. Did I show you? I don't even remember if I showed you. I think I did. Okay, so just looking at stuff there. Yeah, so this is all very good. But now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors and supporters. Lord Vishnu, thanks for making an appearance. So freaking awesome. You know, all, like, ancestors, cosmic families, elementals. Elementals gave us these iris, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, you know, to work with. You know, just things that are tangible also to work with. To amplify, like, our path, the progress, like the success rate of it. And so, what else? Like, who else? Ascended Masters. Who else did we call in? Gosh, our divine team. We'll just leave it at that. Angels of Light and Love. Jesus Christ, thank you. All right. So, thank you for your respect in advance for my time, my space, my energy, my work, and that of our children's, and then some.